Hello.
Oh, good. You?
Welcome. I'm good too. Let's
Amazing.
wait people to come in.
Yes.
Hello, Davi. Olá, Davi. Have to say some things in Portuguese a little bit. Ibrahim, welcome. We're gonna start the fun in some minutes. Let some people join us.
Yep.
Did you see Bob's video, Ibrahim? We just watched it. So how are you? What can I say, afternoon for you or night?
Evening. Let's say
Evening.
that.
We are
Let,
4 hours apart. Evening is
yeah.
more appropriate, right?
Let's say that. 7 p.m.
Yeah, 7 p.m.
Yeah.
So what are your plans?
Nothing. I mean, we are in
In the
lockdown, so
lockdown, yes.
we can go out.
Yeah, I can tell. So, Aronne, you have plans. Let's start talking a little bit because we can interact with Ibrahim. And you have plans, but we're going to say it later as well. Hello, welcome. What are your plans for tomorrow? Let everybody know.
Yeah. So tomorrow I'm going live on my YouTube channel
Mm-hmm.
for the second time. So we can chat a bit like in Italian, share some story,
What
and
about
then
Portuguese?
maybe one day as my fourth languages.
Yeah, yeah, I'll teach you some words in Portuguese down the line.
Yeah.
But let's start talking about how did you, let's start, because we can reference the interview that we did together, in the
Yeah.
beginning we did an interview on my YouTube channel, Rod, the Brazilian English teacher. You guys can find it. And Aronne, please talk about your podcast so everybody can know and be a subscriber. What are
Oh,
your intentions?
okay. So back in January 2019, I started a Italian podcast on the main platform like Spotify, Apple Podcast, Anchor, all the main platform. And I decided to start an Italian podcast because I always love foreign languages, and I also always love share my story, my
Mm-hmm.
how I learn foreign languages, for example.
Mm-hmm.
So I started this adventure, and right now, like almost a year later, I
Mm-hmm.
have like almost 20K subscribers.
Wow,
So yeah,
good
and
job.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's funny to do, and I keep
Mm-hmm.
doing the podcast.
Ah,
Recently, I opened also a YouTube channel like
yes.
the last July,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gradually upload the episode of my podcast there to help people with transcript and
Mm-hmm.
subtitles as well.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
Talk
it's fun.
Italian with Aronne. That's the name of
Exactly.
the podcast. Oi, Julia, my friend from Brasilia. She lives in the capital. Julia. She has a very funny surname that I can say, so I just say Julia, my friend from Brasilia. She's a really nice friend. Um, Aron, how many languages do you speak, my friend?
So my mother tongue is Italian. Then I
Uh-huh.
can speak English and
Mm-hmm.
French,
Mm-hmm.
both level B2.
Mm-hmm.
So
Awesome. Uh, Ibrahim is saying, wow, 20K, that's awesome, Aron.
yeah,
Yes. Great job.
almost 20K
Great job.
on the podcast.
Yeah, but you're just starting YouTube and you have a
Yeah,
long way to go. And you're
yeah,
I was live with you on your first live stream and that was awesome. And now we're
yeah,
gonna have the second one tomorrow. Uh,
yeah. Tomorrow.
I'm really curious to see what will be the content for tomorrow. But in Brazil, it's gonna be midday because we are 4 hours apart, as we said.
Mm-hmm.
But if everybody can join, Aronne speaks Italian very slowly, and we can understand it very nice. And he has some great things to talk about. And what kind of job do you do in Italy?
Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm an accountant and I
Mm-hmm.
work for a multinational here
Mm-hmm.
in north of Italy.
Mm-hmm.
And I work in import department,
Mm-hmm.
so I need to deal with custom from around the
Mm-hmm.
world.
Mm-hmm.
So languages are so important for me
Yeah.
because I'm in contact with custom from around the world.
And you also live in Milan, which
Hmm.
is a city that there's lots of people, so you
Yeah,
can speak with people from around the world.
yeah, exactly.
Have you ever found many Brazilians there?
Not yet, but
No?
one day maybe.
But you talk to a Brazilian almost every day, right?
Exactly.
Mario, welcome. This is my friend Aronne. He's from Italy. We are doing some English conversation on Instagram as we do every week. I hope you like it. Stay there. Bring your questions. People are coming now. Hello, Diana. How are you? So, how is it for you to live in Milan by yourself at such a young age? Do you like it? Do you miss your family very much? How is it?
Okay, so I love Milan and then I love living here because it's such a big city
Mm-hmm.
and we have like a multicultural city, so we
Mm-hmm.
can meet people from around the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not bad living alone here.
Yeah.
I mean, right now it's a little bit difficult because in lockdown we can go back. I can go
Mm-hmm.
back to
Mm-hmm.
my hometown, so I'm a little far to my family. So yeah, it's a little bit hard.
I know. Just
Hmm.
who's fine get some Gucci drip. And
Hi, Daniel.
Ibrahim has a question now.
Hmm.
How can you manage time as being an accountant and being so young? I think that was kind of his question.
I'm teaching. Okay,
Yeah.
so I work 8 hours a day,
Mm-hmm.
and on my spare time, I love like researching new things to do my classes, something like
Mm-hmm.
that. And like on weekend,
Mm-hmm.
I uh, I love record all my
Mm-hmm.
episode for
Mm-hmm.
the week. So I can plan like on Saturday I can plan all the episode for the week. So yeah.
That's nice. So, when you're not in quarantine or in lockdown, what are your hobbies? Do you go to the gym? Do you play sports? What do you love to do?
Yeah, I always played tennis since I
Mm-hmm.
was a little kid,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
I also done a lot of tournament
Mm-hmm.
here in Italy. We
Yes.
call it regionali, like
Mm-hmm.
we
Mm-hmm.
can play against other people from other region, other Italian region,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I love play tennis.
Yeah, I think it's really good to say because we are talking today on Instagram, which is a different platform from YouTube,
Yeah,
because we had a very nice interview on my channel,
yeah.
and my wife has joined just now as well. You
Hi.
can see Talita's there. And it's really amazing, Aaron, that we can deal in both platforms and still see the same issues and the same subjects coming in. So you are crazy about sports, mostly tennis. You go to the gym, you work like crazy, and you live alone at such a young age. When do you intend to retire and come to Brazil?
I mean, I'm only 25, so
Yeah,
I
yeah.
need
You're only 25.
to work a little bit more.
You have a long road ahead of you, right? So,
Yeah, exactly.
do you have, what is one of the plans that you have as soon as this quarantine and this lockdown is over, when everybody gets a vaccine, and what are your first plans when you're free? Now I can and I want.
Okay. Okay. First of all,
Uh-huh.
I wanna so bad go back to my hometown and see
Yeah.
my family, of course.
Hmm. Hmm.
And then I need so bad to travel, to go back
Yeah.
and travel
Yeah.
because
Hmm.
it's my passion. I love
Do
traveling.
you have any vacation plans soon from your job, or?
No,
Mm-hmm.
at the end of August, maybe
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
something like that.
And I think by August we're all gonna be vaccinated, and then we're gonna be free.
Yeah,
I have
I
a
hope.
friend, my friend that I have interviewed last week. He has already postponed his wedding 3 times because of COVID. So
I
I don't know
saw the
when he's
interview.
going to get married. Yeah. So
Yeah,
this is so insane. So
yeah.
do you like reading as well, or do you like watching series? What do you like most?
Yeah, I both. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
love reading and
Mm-hmm.
watching TV series
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
film, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Wow. And do you have any questions for me? You're good with questions for me.
I need to think about that.
Mm-hmm.
I can maybe suggest like a book, maybe. Right now I'm,
Yeah, right now I'm not reading
oh,
anything because because I don't have time. I'm working like crazy, thank God. And when I'm not working with my with my regular job, like teaching people English, I'm working with the channel and talking to people and getting to know about things. But we are finishing spring and starting summer, because the end of the year is there. And I don't know if you know, but in Brazil we don't have any kind of snow, as I told you before. It's a
mhm.
very hot summer in December, so we have to spend some more time with the children and outside, and it's very hot. I don't think you can imagine how is it to have the end of the year with a summer, but in Brazil it's like that. And I never saw snow before, so
I bet.
yeah. You told me that you wanted to travel as soon as this pandemic goes away. Where would you like to travel, though? Do you have any plans?
I
Just
mean,
out of curiosity.
I had to go to New York back in
Mm-hmm.
July,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
then the pandemic, all the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I need to
Mm-hmm.
stay here.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, maybe go to New York
Mm-hmm.
for 1 week and
Mm-hmm.
then move to Boston,
Mm-hmm.
stay 1 week. And
Mm-hmm.
then last week, I want to go to Portland.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow.
So,
Wow.
near Brent, our friend.
Near Brent, yes.
Yeah,
Maybe someday, if the dollar rate goes down in Brazil, the three of us can fix something to
yeah,
meet
sure.
all the families together, my children, the wives,
The
so his
OGs.
wife, my wife, the OGs, and you, single or with a girlfriend or some, I don't know, the way you're gonna be. But maybe eventually it happens. So let me see something. What is the idea that you have, like traveling? When you say, do you have that literally wanderlust of traveling? Do you love traveling so much?
Yeah, I love traveling, and I
Yeah.
almost
Yeah.
visited all the European states. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I need to go outside the
Wow.
EU.
Do you have any plans to come to Brazil?
Yeah, one day. Why not?
One day, one day, maybe in 10 or 15 years, when
No, no.
maybe I can retire from my job in 15 years and I can go to Brazil and retire there, so then it's gonna be great. But you have to come to Brazil to visit places like I think you're gonna like Rio,
Yeah,
São Paulo.
for sure.
But of course, if you wanna come meet me, you have to travel a little bit, and you're gonna come to the forgotten corners of the world because
Yeah.
but it's nice. Well, I don't know. What is your favorite kind of books? What genre do you like to read? What kind of music do you like to listen?
Okay.
Tell us.
So I love reading books that
Mm-hmm.
based on real story. I
Mm-hmm.
mean,
Mm-hmm.
like right now I'm reading like a Stephen book,
Mm-hmm.
a Stephen King book
Mm-hmm.
that talks about like the assassination of JFK. So
Mm-hmm.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking about music, I love mainly pop music, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, all the genre.
Hello, Zobeida. You arrived. Bring your questions to Aronne, the our friend from Italy. But I also like music a lot. But as you know, I am from an era where there was CDs and vinyls. But now I'm getting used to the music platforms. But I think music and books are very relaxing.
Yeah.
Ciao, ciao and noi. Oi, Zobeida. Oi.
Ciao.
Um, Zobeda, we are talking about regular lifestyles. You can bring your questions, like Aaron's conceptions about life, different ideas. Bring your questions because your questions are really nice. No, you're not. We just began. You're not late. Uh, but I would like to bring you here because I think that the job that you're doing with your podcast, Talk Italian with Aronne, and now that you are beginning to record videos on YouTube and going
Yeah.
live, what are your plans for your YouTube channel? Do you want to go live and teach things? Do you want to make videos? What are your plans?
Yeah. I mainly open my YouTube channel to re-upload my podcast episode to help
Mhm.
people, my listener, with
Yeah.
the transcripts, subtitles as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, right now I'm trying to do live stream
Mm-hmm.
to teach and have a direct contact with my audience.
Yeah.
And maybe when we can go back to travel,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do some vlogs, for
Wow.
example, and show
Mm-hmm.
maybe my city or something
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
I'm crazy to see already because uh, I saw a square in your city that I found so beautiful. I already told you about
yeah.
that. I think I told you that off camera. And I am curious, how did you speak English so well? Because you studied in a private school, or did you have a tutor? How did
Uh,
you pick up this English that you have
okay.
now?
I started learning English at the age of 6 at the elementary school
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because here in Italy it's mandatory learning English, and
Mm-hmm.
then we can choose another
Mm-hmm.
foreign languages, and
Yes.
we can choose between French, Spanish, and
Mm-hmm.
German. And I
Mm-hmm.
choose French also
Mm-hmm.
because I have some relatives that
Mm-hmm.
lives in France.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and I never had a tutor or something like that. I
Wow.
mean, I always had this passion
Mm-hmm.
for
Mm-hmm.
foreign languages, and I always love being able to speak with people from around the
Mm-hmm.
world.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, the English mainly, the language,
Mm-hmm.
worldwide language. So,
So as far as I know, you speak three languages: Italian, French, and English.
Yeah.
Which of the three are the hardest for you? Of
Mm,
course, Italian, it doesn't count, because Italian is your native language. Uh,
maybe French, but
mm-hmm,
not
mm-hmm,
so. I mean, yeah, maybe with the pronunciation
mm-hmm,
or the grammar, but yeah,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
not bad.
What other languages would you like to learn?
I mean, I was thinking to start maybe with Spanish
Mm-hmm.
or why not Portuguese?
I can teach you Portuguese. I volunteer to
Really?
teach you Portuguese. Yes, yes. But I can teach you Brazilian Portuguese. If you want Portuguese,
Mm,
you have to have somebody else. Um, but I think that really learning languages open doors,
yeah,
so we once talked about it. I don't know where, if we were talking with on a live stream, but it really opened doors. And you have to speak languages every day because your job requires
yeah.
that you are talking sometimes in English, sometimes in Italian, sometimes in French. And how is it for I want you to tell my audience, my students, how is it for you to be changing from one language to another all the time, like Italian, French, English? How does it work for you? Do you have an idea?
I mean, maybe right now because I'm used to
Mm-hmm.
changing
Mm-hmm.
language immediately, so it's easy for me. I mean, I can change from Italian to English
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
with no
Mm-hmm.
problem.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly, I speak English because I mean, English is
Mm-hmm.
spoken around the world right now.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, I
So
mean,
mhm.
I don't have
which
any problem.
which language do you see yourself most comfortable with? In which language?
I'm mainly English, I believe,
Hmm.
except Italian, of course.
Wow. Aron, this is my student and cousin Bia. She's from São Paulo. She was crazy to meet you. And she's speaking English very well already because I tell her that I have a friend in Milan and she got curious. Maybe
Mhm.
she's not working and she joined the live stream. I love you, my dear cousin. Be there because we are talking about languages. She's a vet. I am so proud. She's 23. She works
Ah,
hard and I know her since she was born. I don't want to tell my age right now, but you know. So, Aron, as we were talking, I think that's really amazing that you can switch between languages very easily. Because sometimes I do the same with English and Portuguese. Sometimes my wife comes to talk to me, and I when I see I have already responded to her in English or answered her question, but we don't notice, and that's what we call
yeah, yeah,
fluency. uh, you don't even know what you're doing.
yeah,
Maybe I'm
true.
doing translations or subtitles for something, and when I see I listen to it in English and I write in English on the subtitles, and then when I see I have to erase and write in Portuguese. But let me I have a new game to play with you. I'm gonna say some words in Portuguese, some difficult words in Portuguese, and you're gonna try to say, and you can do the same way with me in Italian. What do you think? I'm gonna do.
Let's try.
Okay, so the first word for you, I'm gonna go easy. Okay, be be cool because it's gonna be easy. And the first one is livro.
Book, I believe.
No, but you have to say in Portuguese. Livro.
Livro,
Livro.
livro.
You have to say you instead of O. Livro.
Okay,
Okay?
livro.
Okay, so livro is book. Yeah, you're right. So you say one in Italian now that I have to say. Don't be a bad guy, please.
No. Casa.
Casa.
Yep, correct.
What is casa?
Home.
Home is the same in Portuguese. Casa.
See?
So let's say another one for you. Bia sent something here that reminded me to say. Now you have to say coração.
Corazón.
Coração. What does
Coração.
it mean? What do you think it means?
Heart.
Coração. Heart. Did you study Portuguese and you didn't tell me?
Yeah.
I'm going to be extremely offended if you have a teacher
Of
and you
course.
didn't tell me. Another word, let's say. I'm gonna go harder now with the words. I'm gonna say
You want to test me, so.
yeah, no, you have, because you gave me a really easy one, because casa in English is the same thing. In Italian is the same thing. Let's see. I got I got a good one. Paralelepípedo.
We have the same word.
Yeah?
Yeah. Parallelepipedo.
Cobblestone, right? See
No,
the word. I
for
am
us it's like
frustrated.
a geometry
Yeah,
like kind
cobblestone.
of thing. Yep.
Cobblestone. I am frustrated. I am frustrated. Say a sentence. All right. Tell me to say a sentence, Aronne.
Mm.
A sentence in Italian. Oh my God.
I'm thinking about that. Like, oggi ho mangiato la pasta.
Oggi ho mangiato la pasta.
Yeah, pretty good.
Today I ate spaghetti.
Pasta, yeah.
Yeah. So,
So,
one for you. One for you. Eu vou ao Brasil em 20 anos. Eu vou ao Brasil em 20 anos.
you vou ao Brasil
Em 20 anos.
em 20 anos.
I'm going to Brazil
I'm
in
so
20
bad.
years.
Yeah.
But you have to say Brasil.
Brasil.
Yeah, now you're right. Another one for me. This game is pretty easy. Now, another one for me in
We
Italian.
share so much words, so
Yeah,
it's easy for us speaking.
yeah. So say another sentence. Try to get me. Nah.
L'anno prossimo andrò in
Mm.
Brasile.
L'anno prossimo andrò in Brasile.
Yeah.
I'm flexing. I'm flexing Italian
Yeah.
now. Grant is gonna be really mad.
So stop that.
Yeah. After he watches it on replay, he's gonna be really mad.
Yeah.
Let me see another one for you. You have to say mamãe. Mamãe.
Mamãe.
Mother.
Oh.
Mama. Mamãe. It's because we have the nasal sound going through the nose here.
Yeah.
Very hard. Zobeida, bring any questions to Aronne. You have nice questions. Bring any questions. But I think it's really nice to be exercising languages and learning new words from, yes, and Portuguese and Italian are very close. Maybe if you made me read in Italian, I wouldn't read anything. But when you tell me to say the words, the sound is almost the same, and I can literally shadow you, you know. So
yeah. We share a lot of sounds.
yeah.
So,
But what is the most beautiful word in Italian for you? What is the most beautiful word in Italian for you?
Maybe amico.
Friend.
Yeah.
In Portuguese is amigo.
Amigo.
Amigo. Yeah.
Yeah.
We changed the C to G. Um, but I think that romance languages are really beautiful. And when I see Zobeta's Instagram, I love to see her Instagram. And I can't understand the writings. Sometimes I just like to see because he's very creative when she's doing
Mhm.
her Instagram stories or things. Inglisi 724, is that it? So beta, I'm trying to flex some Iranian here, but I can't. But Aronne, what are your future plans right now after traveling? After do you have any future plans to go any more ahead? What do you see in the future?
I mean, I like living the moment, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a planning person.
Uh-huh.
But
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Brent is just here now. He didn't see us speaking Italian. Make me speak Italian again. So he's gonna be
Brand,
really mad at us.
he
Uh,
was flexing some Italian,
yeah,
so
yeah.
watch out.
Try to make me say some more sentences, so he's gonna be really mad. Uh,
Mm,
hmm.
ehm,
Inglisi 724. Thank you, Zobeta. Uh,
Brent
hmm.
ha scelto un altro tutor
uh,
invece di scegliere me e sono offeso.
Slowly. Again, the first part of the sentence again.
So, Brent ha
Brent
scelto
ha scelto
un altro
un altro
tutor
tutor
rispetto
rispetto
a me.
a me.
Sono
Sono
offeso
offeso
per questo.
per questo. All right. Brent has found another Italian tutor, and I am extremely offended, right?
Yep.
Wow. And when he wants to learn Portuguese, I want to be the one he chooses, but I don't know as well.
No, no. He's going
Maybe
to
I'm gonna
choose
be
another one.
extremely offended. Yeah,
Trust
yeah,
me.
yeah.
Right, Brent?
He doesn't trust us. Maybe maybe
Yeah,
this guy doesn't teach me Portuguese so well, and the other one
yeah.
doesn't teach me English. Doesn't teach me Italian so well. Diego, welcome. I hope everything is fine with you. We are just halfway through the interview with this friend of mine. He lives in Milan. Uh, do you like going to the beach very much, or not so much?
I mean, I'm a city person.
Yeah.
I always love city, living in a city.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Me too. Me too. Me too.
and it is
My
so strange because Brazilian love
Mhm, mhm.
the sea,
my
beaches.
whole family loves going to the beach on vacations or holidays, but
Mhm. No.
I prefer being sitting reading a book or watching something on the computer, you know. Diego, bring some questions to Ron, our friend from Italy.
So, you
Uh,
like lame stuff, right?
I like um I like computers and to be comfortable. Like I
Yeah.
am a great fan of air conditioning and the white noise from air conditioning. I think that's really nice. But no, actually I have, as I told you before, I don't know if I told you that. I have to go to physical therapy. I'm not going to physical therapy now because of COVID.
Yeah.
So I'm not exercising over 7 months, because but when we are free from this, I'm going to resume all my activities with my physical therapist. But
Mhm.
I think that because I started physical therapy from a very young age, I am a little bit repulsive of doing exercises, because I,
Mm-hmm.
I go to physical therapy since I was 1 year old. So
Yeah.
you can imagine. Aron, I think you're a good teacher.
Thank
Have
you.
you experienced teaching before?
No, I mean, I start the podcast in
Mm-hmm.
January, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's my first experience.
Yeah. But you never taught small children before? Never had the chance to.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I help like my neighbor child to
Mm-hmm.
do some homework, like with English,
Mm-hmm.
French, math,
Mm-hmm.
economy.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Do, do you think you would be do you think you have something we call teacher delivery, like you have all it is needed to be a teacher?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I'm new to this job,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't know
Mm-hmm.
how people react to
Yeah.
my lesson. To
Yeah. I
so
can tell you from experience that my students, they try to find the most tricky questions to ask me inside the classroom, So
yeah.
sometimes I have to tell them, I'm sorry, I don't know. Or maybe they want to translate some expression that we have in Portuguese that
Mm-hmm.
doesn't really exist in English. Let me tell you how it happens. In English, in Portuguese, instead of saying it's raining cats and dogs, which
Mm-hmm.
we don't use in English anymore.
Yeah.
It's very rare. But in Portuguese, the translation for this expression in Portuguese is it's raining pocket knives. So my it doesn't make any sense
Yeah.
for somebody who knows English. And my students would come to class and say, "Oh, oh, Mr. Rodrigo, I'm sorry because it was raining pocket knives. I couldn't be here." I would understand what he was saying because raining pocket knife is in Portuguese. And then I would tell them, no, the proper way to say it before, because we don't use it anymore, we say it's pouring, it would be it's raining cats and dogs. And then they come to me, but why? Why do they have this to rain cats and dogs? Where do they come from? And then I have to explain to them, uh,
Yeah.
the difference in meaning in the language. So sometimes the students are very tricky and they prepare questions for you that
Yeah.
maybe you don't know how to answer, or you have to be frank.
Yeah. It's so
Um,
challenging sometimes.
yeah.
I bet.
If I'm not mistaken, Zobeda is also a teacher. She tutors some students as well. That's why she asked you about being a teacher.
Nice.
But on your next live stream, is there a spoiler that you can tell us what's going to happen tomorrow?
I mean, it will be like an
Mm-hmm.
hour or
Mm-hmm.
so.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe at the beginning we'll do
Mm-hmm.
like um, I'm going to teach the alphabet,
Mm-hmm.
so how to pronounce letters.
Don't let all of the cat out of the bag, okay?
Maybe some Q&A, something
Mm-hmm.
like that. Hope the chat will work this time.
It will. It will.
I hope
Well,
so.
well, I can tell you I'll be there because I have to mostly go to the kitchen and come back to the bedroom. That's what I do lately and work. But I think it's gonna be awesome. And let me ask you something. On my side, right now, what did you think of my interview with Bob the Canadian today? How did you like it?
I mean, was so amazing
Yeah.
because he shared a lot of new things that
Mm-hmm.
we didn't know before about him.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
What was your
was cool.
favorite part?
When he shared like the other job that he have
Mm-hmm.
done during his
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
So he was a waiter.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And wait until you see part two. And
Yeah.
I have, as I told you before, and I'm telling everybody, the interviews are finishing. I have 3 or 4 more to go, and I am fixing schedules with people yet. But this interview with Bob, he really wears his heart out of on his sleeve. You know,
Yeah.
it was really amazing. In part two, which is the end of the conversation, where he's going to talk about fate, is really amazing.
Yeah.
There's a part two is going to be great, but I think that was amazing for me to have this opportunity to record with Bob, and
Yeah.
I hope people like it, you know, because yes,
For
as
sure.
you said, he was very sincere in his words and what he told us.
Yeah.
um, it was really amazing. Well, I want to tell everybody that I'm going live on November 22nd. It's going to be a Sunday again, at the same time of the other one. And tomorrow, this my guest is going live on his channel with Italian questions. And if I'm not mistaken, Brent is going live tomorrow as well.
Oh,
So we have a
good.
lot of live streams to watch
Yeah.
tomorrow. We have a lot of our schedules are full for tomorrow.
Yep.
And I would like to thank you again for being here with me. We have to finish
No
because
problem.
or else Instagram will drop us very soon. And thank you once again for being here with me. And tell everybody all your social medias, where the job that you're doing before we finish. In your last words.
Okay. So you guys can find my podcast on the main platform:
Mm-hmm.
Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google
Mm-hmm.
Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Has Let's Talk Italian with Aronne
Yes.
on YouTube as well.
Mm-hmm.
Talk
It's the
Italian,
same name, right?
Talk Italian with Aronne,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and also on Hello Talk at
Mm-hmm.
Aaron.95.
Maybe 95 is the year that you were born, right? So I prefer to be quiet at this time now. Well, and let me tell you something. Actually, I have to thank everybody who's here and who's watching on replay. I have met the number of 100 subscribers on my channel. It seems very little to somebody, but for me, it's a lot. Uh,
Absolutely.
I prefer like having people around me who like the content that I bring. So I'm so happy. I want to say thank you to everybody. And now my channel officially is Rod, the Brazilian English teacher. You can find me on YouTube.
Subscribe.
As I told you, the interviews on YouTube are finishing for the year. They're gonna keep happening on Instagram at this time every Saturday. But if you have the chance to check my channel, Aronne's channel, and Brent's channel, American English with this guy, and Bob's channel, Bob the Canadian, these channels are amazing. And also my friend from Europe, from London, Gino, Real American English, Real Everyday English, I'm sorry. American English, no, he lives in London. So Aronne, once again, thank you very much for talking to me. It was a
Thank you for
pleasure.
having me.
Thank you for accepting to be here with me
No
and
problem. I'm
sharing
here.
your ideas and everything. We talk soon. I'll be on your live stream tomorrow. Don't
For
worry.
sure. Hope to
So
see
I
you
hope
there.
it's gonna be fun. I'll be there for sure. Thank you.
Amazing.
It's a pleasure. Bye bye.
Bye. You
Thank
too.
you.